health awareness, you know? And I think of it in decades. You know, when you talk to a 10-year-old boy about heart health, he's not really understanding what you're talking about. He might be thinking about a Valentine shape or something. And then when you talk to a 20-year-old who's coming in with palpitations because he drank 5 Red Bulls and he's worried he's now having a heart attack, that may be a nice time to start talking about heart health and health awareness, and then cleaning up his diet. And then as the decades go on, usually people come to be more aware of heart health because somebody in the family's had an event. Your father or your brother, it impacts you somehow, and then you start thinking, well, what about me? And that's an awareness that most humans come to at different parts of their life. It could be a 30-year-old, and you might not have that epiphany till you're 70. I don't know. But it's really interesting to see patients come in and start wanting to broach the subject about their heart and about their health. And so you can't pepper it in too early about heart attack awareness on an 18-year-old because you're not going to reach them. You can talk about hydration, and you can talk about a healthy diet, and you can talk peripherally. But then it's usually around age 40 and 50 when patients start coming in and they really, really want to start learning about what impact they can have because of what behaviors oftentimes they feel guilty about. So we talk about behavior and impact. We talk about what they hope for and what they expect. And I like to remind them that it's not a given. You're not a 5-year-old. You know, you're a 55-year-old. You are now made up, in part, according to your lifestyle. You cannot hide. I have the lab data, I have the blood pressure, I have the studies I can examine. You're going to want to know because you're going to make a behavior change for an impact. And so I think one thing that I think patients sometimes underestimate how important it is to know is their family history. You know, patients will come in and say, I don't have any family history of heart disease. And I'll say, well, you must have not have talked to your family because it's the #1 killer in America today. And so it is important to know, oh yeah, my brother died at 40 of a heart attack and my father dropped dead when he was 55. These things are really important for us to know because it helps us do risk stratification. I might look at your cholesterol a little earlier. I might be a little bit more interested in monitoring your blood pressure a little more closely. We might then start broaching the subject of salt and talking about, you know, no more than 2 grams of salt in a day or whatever. And so I don't think I could ever get tired or exhausted talking about the impact of your behaviors on your health expectation. Because everybody's different. Not everybody's honest with themselves, and that I'm here to try to help you be self-effacing, to look at your risk, and then maybe change some things up and help yourself out.